What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about my other red mouthpiece. Earlier on my channel, I uploaded a video talking about a red Jody Jazz that a former short-term teacher gave me. That one's see-through, it's really cool. This one isn't as cool per se, but it is 3D printed. It's a Syos Spark. You can kind of barely read that there. I've tried a long time to try to get it focused. It just won't, but that's okay. It's a Syos Spark 8. It's the largest tip opening size they offer. It's a 120 tip opening. This is a very small chamber mouthpiece. It's supposed to be the brightest of their Syos Originals series. And I haven't tried the other ones, but this mouthpiece is definitely bright. I think it offers a lot of bark, which is what you'd want if you're buying a bright mouthpiece. But yeah, some unique things about it is this little design. I just checked on their website. I don't know if they changed their materials that they use, which they do sometimes. Sometimes they update the material they use so that they can get like a better table finish and better rails and just like overall a more sturdier, longer lasting material. So sometimes they'll update it and they'll change what colors they offer, or like if they offer any designs, they'll change it. This was purchased about a year ago, and as of right now, it seems like they have updated their material. So it seems like they don't offer this white colored in design anymore. This design was only offered in this color. Personally, I probably would have chosen a different color, but I think for the steady, it was offered on a gray mouthpiece. And then I'm not sure if what it was offered on the smoky, if it was blue or whatever, but for this mouthpiece, only the red could have this white filled in design. Otherwise, if you chose a different color, it would be the same color as whatever color you chose for your mouthpiece. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This was my main mouthpiece for a year. I have a mouthpiece right here that I can actually show you that I've purchased recently that I think fills more of my needs. I still am very much trying to find my sound, which is partially an excuse I'm using to continue my gear addiction. But recently I purchased this mouthpiece. It's a MaxSax FJ3. It's in a 10 tip opening, which is pretty insane. I've never seen one listed in that size. I bought this from Adam Zilberman. Shout out Adam. Some people you might have seen play on that mouthpiece are definitely Henry Solomon. I think he still plays on one of those. And I think Gary Smullian periodically played on one of those mouthpieces. I don't think they make them anymore. I think they were created by Eric Falcon, who worked at MaxSax. But yeah, that's all I know. I'll make a video about that mouthpiece at some point. But this mouthpiece was my main for about a year or so, and I really loved it, especially with the Barry Woodwind synthetic reed that I was using. Currently, this mouthpiece is for sale. It's listed on Facebook Marketplace and Reverb. I'm letting it go, just trying to get some funds back out of it. But yeah, I think it was a great mouthpiece. It definitely did what it was advertised to do, which was be bright and have bark, which was what I was personally looking for, as I feel like on most mouthpieces I tend to have a darker, deeper sound, and I was looking for something that would help me cut through a little bit more and have a little bit of more volume above the band. Not necessarily to be louder than anybody else, but just so that my sound would be a little more present. If you look, it doesn't have like an insane step baffle like most really bright mouthpieces or mouthpieces that are built to be really bright would typically have. It has this very steep slanted baffle. This baffle, it dips right here and then it just fully slants all the way inside the mouthpiece, and that's why this chamber is so small. It's very oval shaped. It's also longer than most mouthpieces. Kind of funny to use this one as an example because this mouthpiece is actually quite shorter than most. Yeah, so a short mouthpiece, I guess you could call this stubby, but it's stubby versus long. So this mouthpiece is definitely long. I think the high baffle would probably lead you to need to do some work in regards putting this on like a vintage baritone. I mean, I used it on my Mark 6 and it was pretty fine, but a Mark 6 is definitely going to be more forgiving than like an old Martin or an old Con, for example. But yeah, let's go into how it sounds. For the playtest, I'll be playing a little bit of Jason Marshall's version of Recordame, and hopefully whatever else follows does not sound like poop.